Hi guys, Martin Priest here. How are you doing? I've got a quick video for you today on fitness and specifically how to start fitness. At the moment, the general consensus in the fitness industry is that you should be doing 4 or 5 very hard circuits, sometimes known as interval training or HIIT interval training. And so, like I said, really hard sessions, 4 to 5 a week, and 3 cardio sessions lasting about 30 minutes each, all of which is very, very difficult. And that's the current model. My model is a little bit different, and I'm hoping that you'll find something in this that will help you get started. Because at the end of the day, fitness is just movement. It's moving your body. And when you move your body, you want to think about how it was meant to move as well. Now, when it comes to starting fitness, there isn't a PT in the world really who would give you a very hard training session if you were a beginner, because it doesn't take into account a lot of other things. So beginner just being one of them. So your fitness level as a beginner, your ability to move your limbs, how far and how much you can rotate those is also a factor. Your age, your fitness level, injuries that you may or may not have had in the past, or you're about to get if you start out too hard. But injuries also play a part, because even if you don't feel injured now, if you've had one in the past and you start out too hard, it's likely that is still a weakness and it will come back to bite you on the backside at some point. So that needs to be taken into account. Your occupation, your job is also very important, because if you sit down for 8 hours a day, then you're going to be quite stiff in certain areas like your hip flexors, and they're not going to work as well, especially if you've been doing that over years and years and years. So if you are sitting, for example, your hip flexors will be really tight and your shoulders will start to roll forward like this. And if you start to, say, do a press up or a burpee, then you'll be doing them in this kind of bent over, rolled shoulders position also. So those imbalances in your body don't just magically disappear when you start doing exercise. And the harder the exercise is, the less likely it is to go. So you need the right kind of exercise to make that disappear. So the harder the exercise, if you're in this position, you're still going to exercise in that position and therefore strengthen that position and make yourself worse. The amount of stress that you have is a factor on how well you recover, the amount of sleep you have, as well as the food that you eat, all plays a part in how you should start your fitness journey. So it's all very confusing. So what I've done is I've come up with 5 different tips, my top tips of how to start fitness. Number 1, do something you enjoy. What's going to get you up in the morning or get you out the door in order to start doing fitness? Fitness is just movement. Doesn't necessarily matter what it is at this stage, but what you're looking to achieve when it comes to fitness is not something fast and quick, but something that's a lot easier and it's going to get you out the door and it's going to work for you long term. Okay, and if it's something you really, really enjoy, then that is one very good starting point. Number 2, start at the age of 90. As in, start at what do you imagine you can do by the age of 90? And are you doing that now? Because if you're not doing that now, you might not be able to do it by the age of 90. So as a starting point, think, well, not necessarily what can I do, what will I be able to do at 90, but what would I like to be able to do at 90? Can I get out of a chair? Can I raise my arms back far enough to have a good range of motion and have a better quality of life at 90? So if you don't know where to start as if you were the age of 90 and start doing those things. Make sure you can do those things now. Otherwise, it's a lot harder to do as you get older. Number 3, wear your PJs. Start off exercising wearing your PJs if it's okay to do so. So maybe not go for a run, unless you really want to. Start in your PJs, and that gives you an idea of the effort level that you can start at in order to begin your journey. Again, it's all about consistency, and if you don't have to get undressed from your PJs or something, or you don't have to get changed, then that's a lot better. It takes a lot of the negative side of actually doing exercise out of the equation. So for example, if you go to the gym or you do a fitness class, then you get undressed, you can put your gym clothes on, you travel, you get there, you have a shower, you come back, wherever, order. So it takes up a lot of time. But by just going, I'm just going to do it here now in my PJs, it takes out a lot of complication, and it gets it done a lot quicker with a lot less to think about at the same time. So to start with, you don't even need to sweat when you start doing exercise. You just need to move, and if it takes less time by you not having to get changed, even better. Number 4 then is 10 seconds. Just start with 10 seconds a day, because 10 seconds a day is far better than, say that added up to 70 seconds, then doing 70 seconds on the weekend. So if you took each day, or doing 30 minutes on the weekend. As I keep going on, it's about consistency. And if you could do 10 seconds right now, which I'm sure you could, everyone can find 10 seconds, then you can probably find 10 seconds later on in the day. And this is how I started when I restarted doing my fitness, when I started to get a little bit more time. I was still chasing around after my son at the same time, and what I had to do was just do a little bit here, see to his needs, do a little bit more, go and do what I need to do, go to the park, do a little bit more, and I just come back to it in stages, which had an overall effect of getting better fitness, because 10 seconds today, tomorrow, and the next day is better than nothing at all. Okay, so what I'm asking you to do with the 10-second rule is ditch the all or nothing attitude that we all seem to have, because we like challenges and we like to do things that are difficult as well, and to achieve great things, and we think we need to do hard exercise in order to achieve that, whereas the challenge is to do something every day. It might not look great, you might not get ripped doing it, but in order to get to that point further down the line, you will need to start with just 10 seconds a day. If that's you, maybe you've got 5 minutes that you can spare, then just do the 5 minutes, and maybe you just start doing the warm-up and that's it. That's fine. But 10 seconds and ditch the all or nothing attitude will take you a long way. Next, number 5, and my best one, is what can you do every single day, 7 days a week? And I'm talking in terms of effort and time. What can you do realistically every single day that you get up the next day and you're able to do it again? And then you get up the next day and you're able to do it again. And that is probably one of the best starting points that you will get. Again, it's about consistency. Fitness is about movement. Get moving. It could be, I can walk 5 minutes a day, no problem. That will be your starting point. And you do that every day, or you do that 5 to 6 times a week. But by having something that you can do every single day means that you're not killing yourself when you're doing the session, and you're more likely to look forward to the next day in order to get that consistency that you need in order to do that. If you need my help, I have got a number of different training plans in place so that you can start your fitness journey. Details will be all over this somewhere, or wherever you found this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that helps. And it goes against the grain a little bit with what's out there in the fitness industry, but for me, I feel like the fitness industry needs to change a little bit in order to accommodate everybody. So I hope that helps. Any questions, get in touch, leave your comments, and I'll see you soon.